Hey guys, welcome back to channel Logic to Code. So in the first part of this video of finding maximum path sum in a binary tree, we have discussed about finding the maximum path between any two nodes in a binary tree. But in this video, I'll be looking at the maximum path sum between any two leaf nodes, right? So in the first part, we have explained the code and the logic. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll recommend you to go and first watch that video and then come back to this video, right? So as I didn't find the problem of finding the maximum path sum between any two leaf nodes on LeetCode, so I found that on Gigs for Gigs. So let's look at this problem and we'll be solving this problem over here. So as the first problem, we have also made a global result variable and we'll be updating this variable at each node, right? So I have just made a function in which I'll be calling the recursion to update this global variable result, right? So this is the base case. So if root is null, then in that case we just return 0, right? So here I'll have to handle one more case. Let's say if this is a leaf node. So if this is a leaf node, root data. So if there is nothing on the left and there is nothing on the right, in that case we just return root data, right? And similarly we'll call the left and recursively this function on the left subtree and the right subtree. So int L equals to max path root left and then int root right? So now we'll be looking at how this problem is different from the previous problem. So as we have to take the two leaves into account, so the return type in this function would be, so in the earlier case we have the return type either this value, maximum of this value, and sum of these two values, and the sum of these two values, right? So whichever gives the maximum, we'll just return that value, right? But in that case we cannot return this value. Why? Because this cannot be a leaf node. So what we have to do is we have to return the maximum of these two values, this value and this value, right? So whichever gives the maximum will return this value from this function, right? And one more thing is that, let's say if you are at a particular node root, and if we say that the left and the right subtree is there, right? So in that case we can form a leaf, right? But let's say if you are at this node, so in here we don't have the left child and the right child, right? So we don't go and recursively call this function from here, we just return the value from here, right? Because if you call the recursive function here, so it will return from left side 0 and left side 0, right? And it will claim that these two values leave. But if you think, the value doesn't exist over here, so that is why I just put this extra condition. So if the root left and right is null, then we just return the root data, right? So now I'll be looking at how we'll update the result variable over here. So for updating result variable, so what we have to do is that, so we can only update the result variable when we have the left child of a node and the right child of a node, right? So in that case only we are guaranteed that there would be a leaf in the left side and the leaf on the right side, right? So if any of these two values is null, then we are not going to update the result variable, right? So what I'm saying is that, so if there is left child of this particular node and there is right child of this particular node, then we are sure about that there would be a path from the left of this particular node to right of this particular node. So that is how we can go from the leaf to leaf, right? So what I'm saying is that if let's say this is the left of this root and this is the right of this root, if these two nodes exist, then there is a possibility that we can have a leaf to leaf sum like this, right? But let's say let's say if I have a node like this, let's say this is the left child of this node, right? So here the both child is not there, only the left child is there, so we cannot update result. Why? Because we don't have a leaf to leaf sum. We can have a sum from here to here, but it's not leaf to leaf, right? So I think we understood this. So let me just update this here. So result would be maximum of, so if these two child exist, then result would be maximum for result comma what? So in that case the maximum would be left plus right plus root data, right? Root data. And if these two child exist, then our return type would be what? Maximum of whichever values. So maximum of, as I have explained earlier, so if these two child exist, then we have to result that we have to return them. We take the maximum of these two values and then maximum of these two values, and whichever gives the maximum, we just have to return that, right? So maximum of what? Left plus root data comma right plus root data, right? But let's say if we have only root left, in that case we don't update this result, we just have to return something, right? So if there's only one child, left child, then we just return left plus root data, right? Left plus root data. And in the other case we have just return the, as we know that there's only right child, so we'll just return right plus root data, right? So these would be the only case. So let me just compile and test this. So in this problem we just have to focus on the different return types and where we are going to update this result variables. So these two problems differ very slightly, so we have to put your attention over these aspects. So let me just submit this. So again, if you haven't watched this first part of this video where I discussed about binary maximum path sum problem from any node to any node, you just go and watch that video and then come back to this video, right? So it's taking time. So it's taking time, so let me just finish this video and you can submit this solution, and I hope this would give the correct answer. So that's it for this video. If you like our content, make sure to subscribe this channel.